at the University of Montpellier, we went from university library to learning centers. And that is a way of dealing with the role of documentation spaces, and particularly in the fields of information literacy and users training, and also with a strong attachment to the cultural action of the university for the students and with the students. So the first question is, what's the use of a librarian perspective? Well, it has nothing to do with personal or professional qualities. It's more the fact that libraries are essential on campuses because they have very wide opening hours. At the University of Montpellier, the libraries are open from 8 in the morning till 30 past 10 in the evening. And you can find a library open every day. So it's 7 days a week. There is at least one library open to the students and to the public, because we are also public libraries. So even if you are not a student registered at the university or a staff member, you can have access to the library and use its services. We have 1.7 million library attendance each year. 1 million, that means that every 40 seconds, someone goes into a library. So libraries are very wide, have very wide opening hours. They grant an easy and free access to all. And they are well used by all the students, and particularly by the students that benefit from a grant, and also by the international students. Because for the international students, the library is a place you can recognize whichever country you are, you can always on a campus locate a library and know that this building is a library. And libraries offer a wide range of services. We have physical services, and we have also online services that we have developed during the last years. So we have, for example, you can ask a question to a librarian online, and then in less than a day, you get an answer back on your webmail. We also provide access to physical and online collections, and that is a way to support the research, but also to help the students get access to the resources and materials they need during their studies. So, for example, we have 1 million requests for the online catalog and around 6 million consultations for our online databases. So it's really a very big activity, and that means that students often can access alone to these resources, because to use a catalog is not really an easy thing to do. And so we need to have special program or special videos, for example, to help students search the catalog and access the database. Libraries also allow the users to work and study in the best possible conditions. And that's why we have modernized the buildings. And that's why we went from library to learning centers. But I will show you later what it means exactly. And I should say library is a place where you can always find a place to feel good, and always find someone in the library to help you if you have questions. And for example, what we see at the beginning of each university term is that new students coming to the university, and they can be French, but they can also be international students. They often come to the library to ask questions about their courses, where where do I go to the campus? Who can I talk to if I have a question regarding my registration or the life on the campuses or the services I need? So when someone doesn't know where to go, he often ends up at the library. So the university funded a very vast program of modernization of the libraries, and it was called From University Libraries to Learning Centers, at the heart of training and research. And this program was aimed to develop digital information literacy and to set them up in physical libraries. That is to say, we were very aware of the need to develop online courses, and we were aware of the need to have MOOC online courses, and also videos and new database and new online resources. But we also were very aware that there is a link between digital resources and physical spaces. And when you modernize the libraries, when you offer comfortable and various spaces and working study group or things like that, then the students come in the library, and there is a link between the use of the physical spaces and the use of the digital resources and digital tools. So what we were looking for was promoting success at the university for all students, and to give all the students the same chances of succeeding in the university. And we were also trying to promote information literacy, because information literacy is something that allows the students to deal with lifelong learning. So we wanted to offer adapted and connected equipment. We wanted to have qualified staff within the libraries, fully playing their role of mediation. We wanted to reduce inequalities, because we wanted to allow equal access to resources and equity in training. Everyone needs to control and know how to use information throughout its career. And we also wanted to adapt to the needs of the students, and to help the students adapt to the needs of the enterprises or the economic fields they were going to work after the studies. And we wanted them to deal successfully with career transitions, on a long time. So this program was focused on 5 out of the 12 libraries that we do have. The BU Richter, donc Bibliothèque Universitaire, University Libraries. It's the Law, Economics and Management Library, and then the Science and Engineering Library, and the 3 University Institute of Technology Library. And you just heard of the IUT de Nîmes. This was one place where the university library was transformed into a learning center and worked closely with the learning lab. So this program took place between 2016 and 2019, and we had to work in the buildings. We had to work with digital equipment, and we have to change a lot of furniture. So to show you some examples, what do the students have access to that they didn't have access to before? So the first, this first slide is the IUT de Montpellier, donc the University Institute of Technology of Montpellier. On the left, you can see what the library looks like before the transformation. This was a classic and quite old library. So a chair and table, and then stacks with books. And now, this is on the right, there is 4 group study rooms, and there are tables to work alone or tables to work with other people. And all the group study room are equipped with computers and video projectors, and the walls are painted with a special kind of paint. You can write on it and then erase and then write again. So it's like, yeah, you can literally write on the walls, and it's completely permitted, and even it's something we encourage after all. These are 2 kind of spaces created in the library. Here it is a science library, and they are very, very, well, students really like them a lot. Now, on the left, this is what we call a cool and chilly area, and it's on the top of a group study room. So you climb up a flight of stairs, and then you have this very quiet and very secluded area where you can rest, but you can also work. And you often find students here working with their computers on their knees and working for the study. And underneath, it's a group study room for 5 to 8 persons. And on the right, this is a place where there used to be nothing. It was just a circulation. People walked by, but we have transformed this area, and then you have this kind of desk, and students like that a lot because they can work alone, quietly, but they are next to each other, and that gives them strength, and that helps them to concentrate on their work. And then we have this kind of new spaces. So this is the Richter, the law library. So on the left, this is a space where before the workings in the building, there was only books on shelves, and those books were never borrowed by the students because it was quite old books, but not precious ones. So we removed the books, and we had this place designed as a crew deck. It's like you were on a ship, and you can see Montpellier outside of the windows, and you can just be quiet here. We were very we asked ourselves if it wouldn't be too noisy, but it's not. Actually, it's a very quiet place where people just rest and work. On the picture you can see, and it's a very common sight, students working and with the computer. And on the right, this is a study room. This is a classroom, actually. It can welcome up to 50 people, and the teachers can borrow this room within the library, and they can teach students, and the librarians also can teach students. And this room, for example, is used for the European University Charm EU, which is a program the University of Montpellier is part of. And the international students registered for the Master Challenge in Sustainability have all their courses in this space. So this was for to support the user and the students' teachings, but we also have programs to help and promote cultural actions within the university. So the Office of Library Services supports and enhances the cultural actions and the strategy of the universities. And in that option, learning centers are essentials because they bring art and culture in contact with all the students. And they are open to the public in general. So that means we highlight the cultural productions of the students on a broad scale and out of the university. And we are also very active online and on the social medias. Therefore, we showcase science literacy out of the walls of the university. And for example, then you have two links to see our videos. We have a program which is called OSNI. It's a non-identified science objects. So we show within the libraries objects that are removed from the historical collections of the university. And we ask the students, what is it? And what's the use of that? And they have to guess. And the students closest to the truth get some gifts from the library. And then we have a video made, an interview of a researcher who explains what the object is, what it was used for, when it was used for, why it is not used anymore, and what is used today to conduct the same experiments or in the same fields of research. And those videos are on display on our website. And that is a very interesting and very successful program because every time we show one of these objects of research within the libraries, we have between 300 and 500 students trying to guess what's the use of it and what it is. So this is one of the things we do for culture. Another is also we help students' unions to promote their cultural projects. So, for example, there was student unions working on biodiversity, and they have developed an app, a mobile app, to help biologists identify some kind of very tiny animals in the natural environment. And to promote this new app, they organized a picture, a photo contest. So every student of the university was challenged during this photo contest. And we worked with the student unions. They came to us and they say, how can we show these pictures other students have made, and how can we showcase them? So we did it within the libraries, and then we made a little video and put it on the website too. So here are different kind of links to go to see our videos, and also all the services we propose to the students and to everybody. And if you have further questions, I'm at your disposal, and you can also contact us. So you can contact me, or you contact Claire Simon, which is the mission officer for training and for cultural action, and we can give you all the details you're interested in. Thank you.